Hello everybody, welcome to the next lecture on the probability theory. Today we will discuss about the important concept regarding the total probability, and that is quite beneficial when we start with the Bayes theorem. Myself Dr. Garg, working in the School of Mathematics, Thapar Institute. You can contact me through my any of the email IDs. So in the last lecture we have studied about the independence and the conditional probability. So today's lecture will be an extension of that lecture. For example, if I say these two examples are there, look at that. The two-third of the students in a class are boys or girls are there. The probability of getting a girl first class is 0.25 while the boy is 0.28. What is the probability that if you choose a student randomly, it will get a pass by a first class division? Okay. Similarly, for the second example, there are some students are there which are intelligent, medium, and below average. So you have to find the probability that a student will pass the examination, pass the viva voce examination. So if you look at this statement, so there are some conditional is given there. Look at that. This is conditioned. This is the conditional probability. So in order to solve such type of the problem, we need the total probability theorem. For that, we just define the firstly concept. What is the partition? Partition means if there are any event, if it is satisfy these three properties, then it is called as the partition. First one, it must be positive. Second one, it is a pairwise disjoint. Intersection must be phi, a1, a2, and so on. And what about the union is nothing but my total S. If these conditions are satisfied, then we call as the partition. For example, if I say throwing a dice, then these are my S. So there are many partitions are there. For example, if I consider A as 1 and 2, A2 as my 3, 4, 5 and 6. So are there partition? So what are the condition is? You have to find that their intersection must be phi and their union must be a complete set. So look at that, the intersection is phi and the union is S. So it means this is a partition. Look at that, this example, whether this form a partition. Yes, because here A1 and A2 is my phi and A1 union A2 is nothing but my S. So it form a partition. Look at that, whether this is a partition. So look at that, 1 comma 3 and A2 is my 2, 4 and 6. So whether this form a partition, yes or no. So look at that, whether A intersection A2 is phi, yes. Whether the A1 union A2 is S, no, because 5 is missing. If you take a union, then 5 is missing, then it is not a partition. Similarly, look at that, A1, A2, A3 are there. So whether it's form a partition, so when it form a partition is, you can say it's a pairwise. So pairwise means it must be there. Pairwise means A1, A3, and pairwise means this. So all these conditions satisfied, and their union is my nothing but my S. Okay. Similarly, you can see one more example. AI is 1. It means A1 is nothing but my 1, A2 is my 2, and so on. And finally, A6 is my 6. In all the cases, it form a partition. Now the important concept which are used here is the total probability. So what will happen is, if this is the partition, so we can write this conditional probability as of this. If you remember that this is the conditional probability, so it may be I12. So it is quite easy because it is given to me that this is a partition. So what is the meaning of that partition is, it is a pairwise disjoint and the union is S. It means my figure will be like this way. So this is A1, say this is A2, this is A3, and up to so on, this is my AN. Okay, these are my partition. So now what is that? B is the any event. So I call this as my, say, B. Okay, so definitely B has the intersection of the A1 and A2. So since AIs are my disjoints, it is given to you. Okay, so what about the B intersection AIs? What is the meaning is, if you calculate this intersection of B intersection of A2, so what will happen? This is B intersection of A1 intersection A2. So what is the value of this? This is a phi because they are the pairwise. So it is a again phi. So what it means that if means AI intersection are also pairwise. Now once it is a pairwise, and now you can use this B is a subset of S, so it can be written as the intersection. You can substitute the value of the S here, and then you will get that this. So I can write it here. Now I can apply the probability rule. So what is the probability of B is? This is the probability of this B intersection AI. Okay. So now based on this, so what is the probability of the union if this is nothing but my intersection, by using the axiom law of the probability. So now the only thing is a conditional probability. So how you write this B condition AI? So what is the formula of B condition AI is B intersection AI divided by probability of AI. So I can find the value of this from here. So it can be multiplied here. You can substitute in this case. So in order to explain this, I have considered 6 example. Look at that. I remember, always remember that this is a 3-step rule. So I discuss over the unique strategy. That is a 3-step rule. So consider the first example. 2/3 of the students in a boys and the rest are girl. The probability. So whatever is there. So you always firstly define the events. Okay. So first thing is that this part. So whatever you have to find the probability, you have to denote it as a B. So look at that, and this is called as the effect always. Okay, whatever the probability you have to find, that is called as the effect. And the other two are there, I denoted as A1, A2, A3 and so on. So that is always be given from the first line. Okay, this is the first full stop. So always be taken from this one. So what is that given in the statement is, this is the students. So what kind of the students are there? Boys or girl? So it means student is either boy or girl. So that's why I call as the course. Okay students. So what we do is, now once you finalize this, you always start from here. So right from here, this is my A1 and A2. Okay. If there is a A3 also, then you can write here A3. Now what is the probability of the A1? Look at the statement. What is the A1 is? Boy. What is the probability of the A1 in the statement? 2/3. 2/3 of the boy. So probability of the boy is 2/3. And rest. So what is the rest of the girl? So what is the probability of the girl is 1 minus this. Okay. So this answer is, so look at that, you always start from here. Okay. Then calculate the probability of A1, that is the probability of boys is a 2/3. So you have to write here, this is a 2/3 and it's a 1/3. Okay, that's my first step. Now once you are able to find the probabilities of A1, A2 and so on, now this is the task of this. So you have to write here, this is my B. You have to write here, this is my B. Clear? Now you have to find the probability of this. What is that probability means? This is the probability of B condition of the A1. Similarly, what is the meaning of this is probability of B condition A2. What is the meaning of that? What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning is that you have to find the probability of B. B means student will get first division. So the probability of getting student first division, the first class, this means given that what is the A1 is, student is a boy. So is it given in the statement? Okay, what is that given to you? The probability of the girl getting a first class. So probability of the first class, given that it's a girl, so girl means A2, this is given to you 0.25. okay, getting a means that's a condition given that. And probability of the girl getting a first class is this. Probability of a boy getting a first class is 0.28. So it means, what is that? Probability of getting a first class when it is a boy is my 0.28. So it means, what is the answer of this is? It is my 0.28. This is my 0.25. Let me know, is it fine? So now you have to find the probability of B. So final answer, you start from here. Okay, so what is the way you have to find the probability of this? And this is denoted as a B. So you have to find the probability of B. So start from here. So one path is this to this. So 2 by 3 multiply 0.28. This is my first part. Since this is our disjoints, so 1 by 3 and 2.5. So after solving, you will get the required result. Okay, look at the one more example so you may able to understand. So firstly, what is that? This you have to find the probability that it's a white ball. So you have to define B as white ball. Okay, so how many and how many A1, A2, A3 are there? You have to find start from here. So a bag containing white ball and the black ball are. So this is the first ball. Another bag contains 3 white ball and the 5. 2 balls are drawn from the first bag. So this is my first bag condition. So what is the probability of white and black? So A1 is corresponding to my white ball and this is corresponding to my black ball. Okay, so these are my cause. Okay, and these are my effects. So how many balls are you have to taken as 2 balls? So how many pairs are there? So either 2 white ball, either 2 black ball, or either 1 white, 1 black. Because it is not given that you have to draw the 2 ball of which color. It is not given that. So it means there are the 3 possibilities. A1 both the balls are white, A2 both the balls are black, and third. So these are my causes and these are my. So now there are the 3 A1, A2, A3. Now the task is to find the value of this. So it means you find the probability of A1. So how you find the probability of A1 is both the balls are white. So how many white balls are there? 10. C2 total balls are this. This is the probability of A1. Similarly, you can find the probability of A2. Both are black. So 3C2 divided by 13C2. What is the probability of A3 is 1 white, 1 black. So that is a 10C1 multiply 3C1 divided by 30C2. So you can easily solve this. So once you solve, you will get 15 by 26 is the probability of A1. 1 by 26 is the probability of A2. This is the, okay. Now once you are able to find this, now you have to draw the line of B. This is my event B. Okay, this is event B. Now what is that? And once 2 balls are drawn and placed in the second bag or urn, and then 1 ball is taken at random. Okay, so it means here you have to taken 1 ball, and what is a B is? That is a white ball from the second bag. So how you find the probability? So what is the meaning of this is probability of B condition A1. So how you find that? So now look at that. What is the meaning is? You have to draw the 2 balls from the first bag and place in the second bag. So what is the meaning is? So what is that? In the first case, when you take 2 white balls from the first bag and put in the second bag, then how many white balls are there? So total balls are 5 white balls, and how many blacks are there? Blacks are this. Now how many total are there? It's a 10. Out of this 10, you have to find the probability of the white ball from the bag 1. So what is the probability of the white ball is? 5C1, total is 10C1. Okay. Similarly, once you draw the second, both the balls are black. So once you pick black ball from here and put into this, so how many white balls are there? 3. How many black balls are there? 7. The total will be 10. So in that case, it will be my white ball is 3C1 upon 10C1. Look at that. Okay. So look at that. What is that? 10C1 upon 5C1 is nothing but 5 by 10. This is my 3 by 10. And what about this? You have to draw the 1 white and 1 black from the first and put in the second. So in that case, how many white balls are there? 4. How many black balls are there? 6. So you have to pick again the white ball because B is my white. So it's my 4 by 10. So look at that. These are there. Now you have to find the probability of B. Start from here. 15 by 26 into 5 by 10. That's the first part. 1 by 6 multiply 3 by 10. That's the second. 1 by this and this. So that's why this is called as the total probability. Look at the one more example is there. a bolt is manufactured by the 3 machines. Okay, what is the probability that it's a defective? So B is my defective bolts. Okay, then how many A1, A2, A3 are there? There are the 3 machines. So you have to start from A1, A, B, C. So there are the 3. So you start from this. What is the probability of A1? So a bolt is manufactured by 3 machines. A is twice as that of B. So A is twice as that of B, and B and C produce same. So this is given to you. So after simplifying, you will get this. So what is the probability of A? A means A1. So that is 2 divided by the total. Probability of A2 is my 1 by 4, and so on. So you will get the probabilities are 2 by 4, 1 by 4. So once you are find here, you start from this, you will get this, you will get this. So this is my B, this is my B, this is my B. Sorry, now here is I call as the E. So you can say take as a B also, there is no worry. Okay, so you can call as a B. So what is the meaning of this is conditional probability of this. So what is the meaning that you have to find the probability of defective bolts due to the machine A. So given that 2% bolt produced by A and B are defective. So what is meaning is that it is given to be 2%, 2% for the defective B and 4% for this. So it is already given to you. So this is my 2%. Okay. Here is again 2%, and again here is this. So what is the final answer is 2 by 4 multiplied by 2% plus 1 by 4 multiplied by 2% plus 1 by 4 of 4%. So you will get 1 by 4. Quickly move on the second example. Next example is there. A coin is tossed. What is the probability that recorded number is 2? So this is my event B. Recorded event is my 2. So now there is a tossing a coin. So the 2 outcomes are there, either head and tail. So what is that? So now you start with a 2. Okay. So now look at that. Is there any given that a first dice is thrown? So there is nothing is given. So the probability of getting head and tail are 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Okay. Now you start from here. This is my B. Okay. So what is that? Now what is the meaning of this is? You have to find the probability of B given that A1. That means you have to find the probability that the recorded number is 2 when it has head. So look at that. Look at that. If the coin shows tail, the 2 dice are thrown. Okay. So it means here, this is my tail. The 2 dice are thrown, and what is the B's recorded number is 2. So what is the probability that the recorded number is 2 when it throw this? Because dice are thrown 2 times, so it's a 1 by this. And when it is a one time head, when one dice is thrown, if it show head, head means this, then one dice is show, then what is the probability of getting a 2 is 1 by 6. Okay, so that is the required answer. Look at that, the next example is there. So a bag containing, what is the probability of the white ball? So this is my event B. So a bag, a white and black balls are there. One ball is transferred from the first bag. So this is my first bag, which consists of the white and black ball. So white and black balls are there. So what is that? You have to find the A1 and A2. What is the probability of the white ball in the first bag? Okay, so how many white balls are there? A, total is my A plus B. So this is my A upon A plus B, B upon A plus B. Now you have to find the probability of this B. It means you have to find what is the B is. One ball is transferred from the first bag into the second, and one ball is drawn from the second box, or then the second ball is a white ball. So now once you transfer the white ball into the second ball, so how many cases, how many white balls are there? C plus 1 are my white balls, and how many black balls are there? This. So how many total balls? C plus 1 plus D. So out of this you have to draw the white ball. So what is the case? What is the probability of B condition A1? How many white balls are there? C plus 1 upon this. Okay, so this is the case. So out of that you have to transfer this. So look at that, this value is my c plus 1 upon c plus 1 plus d. When you transfer the black ball, so the black ball will be now my d plus 1. So the total will be, again you have to find the white ball. So c divided by, look at that. Okay, and after simplify this. So quickly move on the last example. uh, Class 75 students are there. Some are intelligent, some are medium, and some are below average. You have to find the probability who will pass the viva voice. So this is my B, who will pass the viva voice. So the student will pass. There are the three kinds. So this is there. So what is the probability of the intelligent is? There are the 15 students out of 75. So the probability of A1 is 15 by 75, and so on. So now you will get this probability, this 0.2, 0.6, and so on. So now you can find the value of this. What is the B is? He will pass the viva voice. But what is that? The probability that a intelligent student fail in the viva voice examination is this. So the intelligent student fail, intelligent student is denoted as this. So it is given to be this. But we need a student passing. So what is the probability of B condition A1 is? B is the pass student, and it is given to be fail, so I can write it as this one. Okay. Similarly, the medium student, that is a A2, fail is a 0.05, so you will get this probabilities as this one. Okay, so once you will get this probability, now you will find the probability of this B. You can simply multiply them, 0.2 multiply this, and so on. So this is a simple concept of the total probability. So that will be very beneficial for in our next lecture, that is the Bayes theorem. So you can watch this video very carefully. Till then, if there is any doubt, you can browse this link. You can find the other videos related to the probability theory also. Till then, best of luck, students.